Hi, this is Mary Ellen with Portraits of Me, and today I have a fun Target book haul for you all. So I hope you'll stay tuned while I show you these books. Okay, you guys, I have to tell you, I got some really good book deals at Target, and Target is normally not a place where I shop for books. But when I went online recently, they were having a sale, buy 2 books, get 1 free, and so I placed an order and I got that one through the mail. And then later in December, as Christmas was approaching, I needed a few Christmas gifts, and so, shh, don't tell anyone, but I placed some more book orders for me as I got gifts, because I discovered this wonderful feature where you can order online and pick up at the store. And I work so closely to a Target, I can walk there on my break. And so I decided to use that feature while I did my last minute Christmas shopping. And I rewarded myself with some free books. You want to see which books I got? I'm sure you want to see them. Let me tell you before I show these to you, these books were highly discounted, which is a great perk as well, because I don't like to spend a lot of money on books. So all these books that I have here were under $10. Plus I bought 2 and I got 1 free. So that even discounted it more. Like, that's awesome, isn't it? Okay, let me show you these books, and they're in no particular order because I ordered maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times. Don't tell anyone. It could have been 4 times. But I placed some orders, and I don't remember what order they were because these were placed in November and December. So let me just get to the books and show you what I got. The first book I want to show you that I got at Target is this book right here. This is Assad Killed Girls, and I got this book because I heard such wonderful things from people on BookTube, and I decided to pick it up and read it because it sounded very interesting. So this book is about 3 girls, Marion, Zoe, and Val, and it says here, where girls have been disappearing for decades, stolen away by a ravenous evil no one has dared to fight until now. I have read this book, so I can't wait to share with you my thoughts in a future video. And then I got these 2 books, which these 2 books were actually shipped to me. This was the first order I placed, and these 2 books were a part of that order. I do know that because the rest of the books I actually picked up at the Target location, but these ones were shipped to me and they weren't delivered in the greatest condition as far as the packaging. The packaging was already open when it got delivered to my home, and my husband, it was funny because my husband calls me and says, I see the mailman delivering your books, and he pulled out a wad of tape and is like taping your package back together. And he sent me some pictures, but I'll see if I have them on my phone, and if I do, I'll put them in this video so you can see how the package looked. But when I came home, I noticed that the books were filmy, like there was dirt inside, so I'm thinking either they got dirty during shipment or they were dirty in the Target warehouse. But the condition is okay. I cleaned them off and they're fine. There are these books right here, Vicious and Vengeful. I already read Vicious because the reason why I placed that order was because I was doing a buddy read with Achara, and so I needed the book, and so I ordered both of them because I heard this is a really good duology. But I think there's actually another book coming out soon, so it might be a trilogy. We'll see. So pretty much everybody knows what these 2 books are about, but let me just try to give you a little synopsis of the first book so you kind of can know if you don't know what they're about. But this is about 2 friends, Eli and Victor, and they went to college together and were trying to figure out about extraordinary people who have a near-death experience, and then when they come back they have a special gift. So they think they narrow down the formula and decide to experiment, and that's all I'm going to tell you. So it's a really good book about those 2 characters. Another book I got at Target is this one right here. This is The Grace Year, and I wasn't going to get this book. I've been seeing people mention this on BookTube. It didn't sound like my cup of tea really until I heard some booktubers talking about it in more depth on their best books of 2019 lists. And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get it because I think it was only like $9 or It was under $10 on Target. I thought, I'll take a chance and I'll buy it and I'll read it and see if I like it. But I'm not too sure what this book is about. So let me see what it says in here. It says, in Garner County, girls are told they have the power to lure grown men from their beds to drive women mad with jealousy. They believe that their very skin emits a powerful aphrodisiac, the potent essence of youth of a girl on the edge of womanhood. That's why they're banished for their 16th year, to release their magic into the wild so they can return purified and ready for marriage. But not all of them will make it home alive. So that sounds interesting. So when they turn 16, they're banished to get rid of this magic that lures men to them, and that way they can get married and hopefully live a normal life. That's what I'm getting from it. So we'll see. It sounds interesting, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Another book that I got was this one right here. This one is Mirror, Mirror, It's a Twisted Tale. Don't got to tell you too much about it because you probably can tell from the picture that it's about Snow White. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. It says, what if the evil queen, and then its sticker doesn't tell you, but I think it's, oh, it's in the back. Lucky me. What if the evil queen poisoned the prince? Now that sounds like a fun twisted tale, doesn't it? Got it at Target. Very cheap. Here's another book that I really wasn't going to get, even though I heard a lot about it on BookTube, but then I found it at Target. It was like $9.37, something really cheap. I thought, you know, that's worth a gamble. I'll get it and see if I like it as much as everybody else likes it. And that book is this one right here, Where the Crawdads Sing. I've been hearing so many good things about this on BookTube. It's been on multiple BookTubers' top books of 2019, so I want to know what all the hype is about. And so I'm going to try to give this one a read in 2020 and see if it makes my top list. But I think this one is about a Marsh Girl back in 1969. I think she lives in like a secluded place, and her dad and family's dead or something, and she has to learn how to just survive on her own. So it's kind of like her survival story and life story. So we'll see what I think about it when I read it. These next two books aren't the same series or anything like that, but these are two books that I actually checked out at my local library, and I started reading this one, Skyward, and didn't finish it before I had to return it. And so I thought, I'm going to buy it because from what I read, which was maybe the first 20 pages, was really engaging and I liked it. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to enjoy the story, so I'm going to buy it. And when I saw it on Target for under $10, plus buy two, get one free, so technically this could have been a free one, I decided to purchase it. And this is Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, and I'm sure everybody knows what this one's about. I don't know too much of the details. All I know is it's a sci-fi book, and that this girl's father went to space and during a battle, and they say that he deserted and therefore he was a coward, and it kind of like shamed the family, and that's all I pretty much know. So I think she's trying to work past that and maybe take the shame off her family. I have no idea, but I know it's a good book. I know a lot of people like it, and I can't wait to read it. Okay, here's the other one I checked out at the library, which was this one right here. It's called Stain. Now this one I didn't begin to read. I just returned it after I checked it out and didn't read it, but it sounded really good. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to buy it at Target since it's so cheap. Again, under $10, and I got it. So this one is about a girl named, well, it's about a princess incapable of speech or sound. And she is cast out of her kingdom of daylight by her wicked aunt. A witch saves her life, steals her memories, and raises her in an enchanted forest. Okay, come on. Doesn't that sound good? It has everything I like. Princesses, magic, wicked evil mothers, witches, enchanted forests. Yeah, I know how to speak. But it says that she's raised in the enchanted forest, disguised as a boy known only as Stain. Okay, so that's where the name comes from. This is her name. Well, she's disguised as a boy. So looking forward to finding out more about her and her predicament. This one, I think I checked out at the library too. And this one is Crown of Feathers. And this one, it came kind of, don't know, it feels weird, like the spine's crushed because it doesn't have the normal wonderful filling spines. That's what happens when you pile your books too high. They all fall on the floor. But anyway, this one right here is, okay, I can't leave them on the floor. Hold on one second while I pick them all up. Okay, I'm back, and no books were damaged during that fall, so yay. Okay, back to this book, Crown of Feathers. So this one has a beautiful cover. It was cheap, and it sounded good when I checked it out from the library, and of course, did I read it? No, I returned it. So it says, I am a daughter of death. From the ashes I rose like a phoenix from the pyre. Ooh, sounds good. So this one says, I had a sister once in a world ruled by fierce warrior queens. A grand empire was built upon the backs of phoenix riders, legendary warriors who soared through the sky on wings of fire until a war between two sisters ripped it all apart. Sounds very good. Can't wait to read this one. Next book is also the last book. And this one I got is this one right here. It is Dark Matter. And I got this one because, again, I watched a YouTube booktube video. Someone recommended it. I think it was Katie, and I'll put her channel name here because I don't remember it, but she's a pretty popular booktuber. She has like a good following, but she loves this book. She recommended this book, and so I got this book. And I don't know what it's about. She explained it really well in her video, enough where I saw it on Target. It was under $10 and I bought it. So this one says, are you happy with your life? Those are the words. I can't read. So this one says, are you happy with your life? Those are the last words Jason Desson hears before the masked abductor knocks him unconscious. Before he awakens to find himself strapped to a gurney surrounded by strangers in hazmat suits. Before a man Jason's never met smiles down at him and says, welcome back, my friend. In this world he's woken up to, Jason's life is not the one he knows. His wife is not his wife. His son was never born. And Jason is not an ordinary college physics professor, but a celebrated genius who has achieved something remarkable, something impossible. Ooh, sounds good. Glad I got this one. So those are all the books I got at Target. If you've read any of these books that I just mentioned in this video, please leave a comment below because I would love suggestions on what I should read first because all of them sound so good. I can't make up my mind. I want to read them all like now. But like I did say, I have read Vicious, so that one is, you can cross off the list because I did read that one. And I did read Sawkill Girls too. Those are the only two I've read out of this whole pile. So let me see how many books I got at Target. Hold on one second while I pick them all up. Okay, so it looks like I purchased 10 books at Target. Let's see if I can get them up for you. Wow! So these are all the 10 books that I got at Target, and I'm looking forward to reading every single one of them. Thanks everybody for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, like this, on YouTube. And consider subscribing to my channel if you enjoyed this video as well. And as always, you guys, have a great morning, day, evening, or night, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Wait, did that even work? Hold on. I'm not used to doing it one-handed.